Greetings, my loyal subjects. It is I, your king, and welcome to a new pickups video. So you guys sick of this new Catmax Kingdom stuff yet? I'm having a lot of fun with it, I'll be honest with you. Because some of you might know I've been calling this channel Catmax Gaming for, I think it's been like a decade or more or something now, which is outrageous. I never liked, I like the sound of it, I like the swing of Catmax Gaming, but I always felt that it was too restrictive a name for this YouTube channel, which has clearly been more than just gaming. We've got all sorts of different content being uploaded, and I thought that this was a fun, interesting upgrade, if you will, to that idea. Because we've got a lot of stuff like live action. I want to have more live stream podcast type stuff uploaded soon. Hopefully we can get some collabs going, odds and ends and all that stuff. But stay tuned. We'll see how it goes. But for right now, pickups video. Let's get going. Our backdrop item here. Now these are actually this month's McDonald's Happy Meal toys, and I kind of hate how much I love them. So of course, from the Minecraft movie, we have Creeper and a skeleton. Here, just look at the texture. Like, you can feel it. It's honestly, like, by McDonald's Happy Meal toys, these are actually pretty cool. And they don't really do much of anything. They're very very basic. Like, if you push the head down, like you see the Creeper's two of his feet kind of move. Oh, by the way, I am holding my camera here. I was looking. I've got the tripod, but I do not know where the piece that connects the tripod to the phone here is. So unfortunately, I'm doing another handheld video. So apologies for that. Skeleton dude. And these are the ones that just come with like your basic Happy Meal. So you push his head down, his arms move a little bit. You see there. And yeah, they're just neat figures, and it kind of bugs me because at work recently I've been giving away a ton of these Happy Meal toys because I'll usually go to our local Walmart superstore for groceries, and then after that they have a McDonald's built into the Walmart, so I'll often grab a snack or something. I'll grab like a coffee and a Happy Meal or whatever. It's prices these days, right? But if you just get a basic like Happy Meal or something, you'll get the toy, you'll get, a yogurt, a drink, some nuggets or a burger, whatever. And, it's just a fun little snack, a fun little toy and all that. And my apartment here is literally full of these Happy Meal toys, and I've been trying to clean up my act here and getting rid of a ton of those. And these are cool. I'll keep these, and I kind of hate that. Worth noting here that the bottoms, it looks like they'll actually connect, but they don't. Like, you can obviously just do this, but there's no actual, like there's nothing actually holding them in place. So it's just that's as good as it gets. But it's still, these are pretty cool. Anyways, I wasn't even gonna do a proper video, but there's the last item here is actually pretty cool. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do a whole on video. And I've moved from the hallway to my actual couch here, which is why the backdrop here looks a bit different, a bit disgusting. There's some games I need to play. Check this out. I got this, I think, yesterday from GameStop. This is the Player 2 Guile. So normally he's green, but this one is blue. So I guess the original one was Army, this one's Navy, maybe? What's neat about this guy is that he's $29.99, but with that being said, some of the more recent Street Fighter Jada toys were now up to $34.99. So for whatever reason, they just decided, let's jack up the cost by $5. And I'm like, don't like that. Not gonna bother. But then Blue Guile shows up, and he's back down to this price. And it's also worth noting that I have what GameStop calls the Edge discount card, which means this was actually a bit less than that. What is it? I'm looking at a receipt. Okay, so with the discount, but before tax, it was $25.49, which is, it used to be written like right there. It would tell you what the Edge discount was, but now they've decided for some insane reason not to mention it. So I think they're actually going to get rid of that discount card, but maybe they're going to have something else afterwards? I don't know. Anyways, so the good news is I still get a discount if I buy this at GameStop versus like Walmart or something else. So that's cool. I think like even $30 is a lot of money to ask for a toy, but we'll see. We'll see. I've been debating if I want to even just stop collecting toys altogether, but we'll see. We'll see. Just for an example, this one I bought a while ago. This is Player 2 Colors Chun-Li. So she's in red instead of blue. You can see this is the older price tag. See how it would originally show a different price. So you would see like this is the non-discount price, but this is the discount price. So for whatever reason, they decided to get rid of this, as you saw on the Guile box. That doesn't count though. That's not a fresh pickup. Oh god, what are we doing here? Okay, here we go. This is easy. They're all in there. I checked everything. All the discs looks great. Just a couple thrift store Blu-rays. We got a Terminator 2 and Total Recall 2-pack, which I figured 2 discs, for the price of one. Yeah, sure. Not much in the way of art or anything here, but it's always good to have more Schwarzenegger. I'm sure I have these already on Blu-ray, so whatever. It's Friday. It's the end of another long, insane week. Exciting news. By the way, I'm hoping all of you have been seeing the posts I've been leaving on the CatMax Kingdom. I don't even know what you call it. So, it's like Twitter kind of, but it's the YouTube version. I have been reborn. I am enlightened. I am a king. And I have been sharing my kingly wisdom with you, the CatMax Kingdom. So I'm hoping you're seeing those messages and you're taking my very good advice to heart. Hopefully. One of my main messages for everyone out there is just remove toxicity from your life. I've been doing that, and I've never felt better. And one of the most toxic things in my life is my current job, and I'm happy to report that I'm halfway through my 2-week notice, so I've got 1 week left at this awful job, and then I'm going to take a little time off. A little time for the king. Just chilling. I'm not going anywhere. I might go to the big city for the day or something. But, it's just me time. And then I'm going to look at what I can do for a better career. Like, I've worked at jobs, but none of them have ever been a proper career. So I want you to know your king is working on making his own life better. Okay? Does that make sense? And I wish the best for all of you, and thank you for sticking around with this channel. If you've been subbed for who knows how long, I think we're at 1.4k subs, more than that now, so thank you all, my loyal subjects. Next, Vin Diesel's Riddick. Was this like the third one? I don't know, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I don't have this on disc. I watched it recently on maybe Prime Video, maybe Tubi, but now I got it on disc, which is awesome. Cool. Dude, I got some e-waste we're going to look at, but first, let's do some baggies. This, unfortunately, was already open, but that's fine. See, here's where it would be really helpful to know where my tripod piece is, so I can use both hands. But anyways, I got this. This was already opened like that, so that's unfortunate. I don't know if there was something extra in the bag that someone just stole out of it, but whatever. 3 Transformers figures for $5. Pretty good. Unfortunately, this is modern day Hasbro, which means these toys are kind of trash. But for $5 for 3 of them, that I can stomach. Once again, CatMax Gaming / CatMax Kingdom fans know that I used to do toy reviews for a while, but toys now, like the new ones, talking to you, gal. But especially Hasbro products are just so overpriced now that it's just not worth it. And I've just stopped. I'm done with pretty much anything Hasbro sells at this point. But if I see a cool used toy, 3 toys, 3 Transformers for $5, hell yeah. Obviously, these are just out of the baggie, so I'll have to spend more time off camera to make sure that they even have all their parts. Like, I'm not seeing Soundwave's head, I assume. Oh, there he is. Okay. There you go. So hopefully everything's there. And of course we got Cheetor. Then we got an Optimus Prime. I love the outrageous poses they kind of end up in when they're shoved into the baggies. This one looks pretty cool. $6. Ooh. I kind of like having the direct camera control. At least I don't have to worry about bumping into the tripod. And I do have it's kind of like an artificial gimbal effect here, so hopefully it's not too, no one's getting seasick watching this. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh. Once again, doing this one-handed kind of sucks. What do we got? What is this? Is this? Okay, well his leg is missing first of all, so that sucks. This might be knockoff MP10 Voyager size, maybe? I'll have to look into it. But he's obviously missing a lot of bits and pieces, so whatever. Keep in mind, $6 for several bots, just something to fiddle with. It's okay, I understand the risks involved here. What is that, a movie bot? That's, I think I remember whatever your movie bot's name is. He was that guy, he was in... Was that the second movie? Anyways, whatever. Yeah, this guy. Also from the second movie, I believe, Revenge of the Fallen. That's the Michael Bay live action. Is that him? Is that the guy everyone hates because he's like a racial stereotype? Whatever, I'll look into it. And then this guy... Dinobot, is that Snarl? Slag? I don't know. He's from the same line that these guys are in. Maybe not that one. That's a different line than those two. So, he goes with those guys. Cool. One more baggie. You know what? I'm going to pause for this one. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just moved a couple things off the table here just for more room. Alright, what do we got? Okay, that's Prowl. And he's... Okay, of course he's missing a leg. That's fine. Wait, what was the, $5? I mean, you know. I'll fiddle with them. I don't know. Well, whatever. Once again, end of a busy week at a toxic work environment. You know, just purchases for funsies. I used to dislike doing that, but now, honestly, it's like... If it brings... this is one of my bits of wisdom. If it brings joy into your life, like, go ahead. Like, you know, even if these are missing odds and ends, if it's just fun to fiddle with them for a bit and then I can just donate them or whatever, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, well, there's his leg, I think. Oh, yeah, I remember these. This was from Rise of the Beast. These things have, like, elastic bands and they kind of just elastic into shape. That was interesting idea. Okay, cool. $5. Oh, there's his leg. He's trying to walk off the set. Ugh. Once again, making a mess on my floor. Okay, 3 items left. All right, this one is hilarious. Sony made an e-reader, apparently. $10.49. The good news is it works. It just says reader. I'm not going to turn it on, but if anyone ever wants to see any of this stuff in greater detail, like want me to do a proper review of like Guile or something, or this thing, I'm sure, like I rarely get feedback, unfortunately, but you know, just let me know. You never know. If you want to see more of this stuff. Yeah. So it's powered with one of those cords. That USB, I forget what it's called, micro, is that? Anyways, it's this one. You know the one. It's kind of older, but it works. Like, this thing works. I tested it in the store, and it came with this cord and the charger and all that, so that's cool. $10. E-reader. Fun to fiddle with. Ooh, micro SD card slot. Cool. And of course, it is a Sony product. Ooh, screen looked alright. You know, just fun to fiddle with. By the way, I have not been able to get that Chromebook I did a short of. I have not been able to get that to work. I ordered in a universal power adapter because I think that might be the only thing that'll work for it, which is really annoying, but it's fine. Maybe, I was reading different things on websites, but maybe a USB-A to USB-A cord might work for powering it as well, but I can't find in any of the local shops that cord, so I ordered that in with the power adapter, so if it works, we're going to find out, but unfortunately I do not know yet. And I've actually got 2 other things, including that Leapster Explorer we were looking at in that short. It also will take a AC power adapter. So there's at least 3 different things. There's that, and then I have a very old laptop that I've never actually tested out. I got it from a coworker years and years ago, and I thought, you know what? I got 3 different legacy e-waste items. I might as well order in a universal power adapter and find out if they even work. Cool. Oh my god, dude. Speaking of Leapsters, like what am I doing? LeapPad Ultimate, and these are all like fresh. Like I just got home, so everything's all greasy. But much like that Leapster Explorer we saw in that YouTube short, same idea. You know, $7.99. This one, unfortunately, does not come with any games, but you know, just a very dumb item. Like, remember, like every, like this is like $20 here with the 2 of them. That's $20 I could have put towards a Switch 2 or something, you know? Anyways, whatever. I'll have fun fiddling with all of this stuff in the meantime. And of course, let me know if you are excited for the return of the CatMax Hypecast. And if you want to be a guest, if you want to talk to me in such a setting, let me know in the comments. I got to figure out who I know that loves Nintendo. You know, we'll pick some people. I'll contact people. I know people prefer to be contacted than to send messages my way. It's just how people are, which is fine. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now, so this doesn't count. These don't count. Like, I bought this stuff at the thrift store. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, this is enough junk to keep me busy tonight, I says to myself. And I'm about to head out. And for whatever silly reason, like they've got the way this store has everything set up, they have, you know, you come inside, there's like electronic stuff over here. And then you go, there's the main store. And then the tills are over here. And then down here, after you've already shopped and bought stuff and you're about to leave, there's like the showroom where all the fancy items are. So I'm like, yeah, I'll always take a look, see what's there. Normally, there's nothing too exciting. But this time, surprise, surprise, I didn't know I was even gonna want this enough to spend this much on it, but look what I found. What was our grand total for this one? Okay, after tax, $155.67. Look at this. Look. Bam! Nintendo Switch Lite. What? It works. Hold on. My hand's getting sweaty holding this phone. Look at this. So shout out to BGS. Truly a king or queen on their own right for just giving away a Nintendo Switch to a local thrift store. And by the way, I'm talking about Value Village here. Value Village is not a real thrift store. Like I love going there, but like this is not helping anybody. This is helping like the CEO of Value Village. It's a retail store. Like if you want to help like this degree of helping, like maybe donate to a Salvation Army. Anyways, the good news is I saw it, I found it, I tried it out, and I was like, $140. Now all this came with was the device itself. There's no cord, no case, no games, but it does work. So let me just, it's up here. There, see? Look at that. It works. Once again, of course, that's money that could have gone towards a Switch 2, but dude, that Switch, oh my god, it just went to sleep. Switch 2 is really expensive. I don't think I'm gonna be day one-ing that. Like, they haven't even shown much for it yet. But look, I tested the buttons. Like, if you go over, where is it? This one. A button. Once again, doing this with just one hand, kind of tricky. And you can test input devices. You can see, like, there's no, it's not, the drift isn't happening or anything, so that's cool. And you can test controller buttons. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. You can test the L3 and R3, ups, downs, left, rights, R1, ZR. You know, like, hey, cool. I mean, minus, plus. I have a Switch. I didn't have a Switch Lite. Now I need to get a case. I need to find out, is this just, like, doesn't this just take USB-C? There was no game in there. That's fine. It's still kind of expensive, honestly. Oops, that was me. It wasn't drift. It's just I'm pushing the buttons down a bit while I'm holding it in this angle. Yeah, I mean, hey, whoever had this clearly likes frogs. I think I might have even seen this on Facebook Marketplace. So this looks familiar to me. Anyways, cool. Freaking Switch Lite. Sure. I was like, you know what? I gotta shoot a proper video for this. Anyways, cool. Everyone, thanks for sticking around for the CatMax Gaming, now CatMax Kingdom YouTube channel. Of course, check me out on Twitch. I will keep the gaming name on Twitch because obviously if I'm on Twitch, I'm probably gaming, so it makes sense. CatMax_gaming on Twitch. Please, I guess, follow me or whatever it is you do on Twitch as well. Hopefully, I want to get to, what is it, affiliate? I can't do much. I'm still on the basic bitch. There we go. Basic bitch Twitch tier. I need I have enough subs, but I need active viewers. That's the trick. Anyways, that's a different matter altogether. And what was I streaming? I want to finish Monster Hunter Rise. I've been playing it on PC, so that's cool. So hey, if you want to play Monster Hunter Rise with me on the PC, by all means, send me a message there. I don't have a schedule yet. Like I said, I'm still getting through this toxic job. One step at a time. Like I said in a different post, like know your limit, play within it. That's actually great advice if you think about it. But anyways, cool. We saw a gal. I got a bunch of like gross, weird electronics to clean the grease off of. Yay. I would definitely recommend HBO's House of the Dragon. It's been a bit of an inspiration for me for recent channel changes and life changes in general. Great show, great show. You don't actually have needed to seen Game of Thrones to watch it either, because it's actually a prequel to Game of Thrones, so that's cool. Did I? Yeah, whatever. We're here. I also grabbed these recently. I think they were like $60 for the pair. Plucky Square PS5. Still the Deep PS5. Honestly, I'm not using the PS5 enough to justify the purchase. I did buy that smart TV over there. I don't like smart TV. Anyways, whatever. It's bigger at least, so that's cool. Alright, that's it, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. See you soon. Who knows what I'll upload next at the CatMax Kingdom. And remember, your king loves you.